All right, I've taken us back live.
Yep, yep. See where.
Nope, still echoing. Hmm. And the only sound you're getting is from Discord, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you change the way you were sitting? Did maybe the microphone start picking up the laptop? I don't know.
Literally not. Yeah, I don't know, Nick. And honestly, I think the way the sound is received is probably from your computer and not mine. Anyway.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna try this. Let's get rid of. Say something now.
Um, uh, I'm just pulling this. True Rafe, and more Rafe, if thou hast any mind to Nan spit our
That's good.
kitchen
Stop
maid.
there.
Yep.
That sounds like it fixed it. Everybody, no echo at this point. Yes, correct.
Read on these conditions. First, that Faustus may be a spirit in form and substance. Secondly, that Mephistopheles shall be his servant and at his command. Thirdly, that Mephistopheles shall do for him and bring him to whatsoever. Fourthly, that he shall be in his chamber or house invisible. Lastly, that he shall appear to the said John Faustus at all times, in what form or shape soever.
Okay. I think that I have fixed it.
Okay. I, John Faustus of Wittenberg, Doctor.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna have to play without the music,
Okay.
but we have fixed the echo effect. So thank you everybody for sticking with us. If you are all still here, we appreciate you. I still hear myself. I don't know why I still hear. Oh, because I still have the stream unmuted. Okay, let's pick it up. We'll get going and we'll get through this first part of the trial. What do you think, Gilby?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. I can't remember if we pressed this or not, but we should probably just go ahead and do it, right?
Press it. When?
Hold it. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Actually, let's try this, but I'm worried that it's going to be too loud over top. If you guys aren't able to hear Gilby, tell me.
Never heard one before, so I can't for sure. Sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. This is how you know the game was not written by people who are actually
That played in America? Right.
Yeah. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Okay. Do you want to press this?
Wasn't much else to do. Yep.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. She heard a bang and thought Gordy was out there.
I was up to you too, Val. By the
Oh, Valdez.
Valdez.
Glad to have you in.
by the way,
We are having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are soldiering on. Thanks for dropping in for the first time. Much appreciated.
yeah.
I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Sure is. Witness continued. Hold your hush, puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
About a to find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Do you want to press that last statement, or do you want to find some evidence?
Evidence, I feel like it's the best way. I'm just not sure what, and I'm not sure what.
Alright, well, let's take a look.
I really feel like the fact that there were 3 gunshots and she only heard 2 is really important.
Okay.
But I don't know if that... Well, could we present the gun?
We certainly could. Fired 3 times.
Yeah.
The other option I think that you might be able to use here is maybe the autopsy report, where there is only 1 shot. The person was only shot once.
Oh, yeah.
So which one do you want to do first?
Let's start with the autopsy report and then work our way to the gun.
Okay. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. I will say this case is tough.
Yeah.
Oops, that didn't go so well.
Really?
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this where we pressed it and said we should try and find some evidence?
Yeah, I think so.
So what if there wasn't much to look at, so I watched the boat the entire time? If she just heard a bang, she's looking for Gordy, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should present that.
Maybe.
What do you think? I don't want to tell you what to... Yeah?
Give it a literal shot. Ah, that feels right.
Yeah, the logic in this game sometimes is kind of goofy. Miss Hart.
Sometimes.
Were you really looking at the boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would.
Whoa.
But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
I'll take my hoops out.
Right.
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were there watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might have been out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just... I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right? That's why I took this photo and... Oh. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your eye hole. Shut my what?
What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Hey, wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you can't really tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's gonna... Oh, that's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do?
Make her show the enlargement.
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection!
Because it doesn't exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. Yo.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Ms. Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
Objection!
The prosecution objects to the submission of the...
Objection denied.
Yeah, Judge, that's what's up.
The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing this.
Left hand.
Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. What was that you were saying, Gilby, before I so casually tromped over it?
It's all right. The shooter is shooting with his left hand.
And why would that be significant, Gilby?
I believe that Edgeworth is right-handed.
And not only that, they said that the prints on the gun are from...
Edgeworth's right hand.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also, look who's got his hand up, but we'll get to that evidence.
Oh. That's you, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
There has to be something.
There
One of those
is,
cases
there
where
is.
I know we're way ahead.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. That's what he said. He said. Sorry, kids. This is not.
This is a mature stream. You don't have to apologize to anybody.
He shook his finger with his left hand too. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, okay. And little good it has done any of us.
That's not what she said.
Yeah, well, that's why I requested she not shoot.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Ms. Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I am left-handed. I stated everything I needed to, and this trial began.
If only the answer to this was so easy as Edgeworth is just not saying it was Von Karma in the boat.
Right. Decisive evidence. A decisive... What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do?
Show the other evidence.
What other evidence
Show
do
the
you
gun. The gun fired by Edward's right hand. Right? Well, we'll see.
We'll find out. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence...
Objection!
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. Well, there you go. I think it's giving you what it wants you to do.
Object to the enlargement?
I think so, because I think that'll let us then point out the hand, if I remember correctly. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
There we go.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean about this photo is... What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. The hand! The hand!
Take that!
Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
What did I say?
The hand? Yeah, you were on top of it. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts.
The gun!
The gun?
Take that!
And we both reach for the gun!
Oh, yes, so yes, so yes, so yes.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Karma. Because, Karma is a bitch.
Now, Karma's a purring cat in my lap.
Aw.
Aw.
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. But I'm left-handed and I snapped. But the defendant... Who bought the defendant? Yeah, Larry.
Poor
Who
Larry.
bought the defendant could have shot.
I love that we could throw Larry under the bus here again if we wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the victim himself is the only...
Yeah, it's the only real answer here, I think.
Yeah.
And there is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds reveals the distance she was shot.
Distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Americans, that is 3 feet. A meter away.
2.2 feet? Or is that a yard? I don't remember.
Oh. Okay.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
Haha, I told you. There's no way it could have been suicide. See? Karma, that was your out. You could have just let that one slide. Now I have to prove it.
Right. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course! I had already considered the possibility of suicide. Okay.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter.
Oh, you're gonna make me do an investigation when I already know who did it?
You're so
Game.
sure. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. Court is adjourned.
He did it. Instant karma's gonna get you, said John Lennon.
Whew, that was a close one.
Oopsies.
Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I did not.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
I love her. No, ellipses. 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 Tell her to watch what she says in court.
He was so close.
It is close. That's all.
Couldn't you just state how you really feel with the thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang shooter.
That is the court record.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Well, and that seems like a good place probably for us to stop for right now, right, Gilby?
Oh, Nick, I think you're talking. Or if you are talking, I can't hear you.
Oh, I said this might be a good place for us to stop.
Oh,
Gilby, can you hear me?
Nick? Real
Oh,
Nick,
boy.
not Phoenix Wright Nick.
Oh boy. All right, folks. Well,
Uh-oh.
I do think those sounds.
Well, viewers at home, only you will be able to decide whose voice you can hear. Awkward. See, I'm going to type in the chat. Hey, Nick. Can't hear you now. Oh. Sound problem. God, lore.
Yeah, Katie says.
Both. Oh, this
Katie
is
hears both.
funny.
Yeah, right.
Oy vey.
I was just about to say we had conquered sound issues.
I'm going to stop talking and just assume that Nick is going to take over. Nick, take it away.
All right, folks, you heard it from Gilby herself. We thought we had conquered sound issues for the night, and it turns out karma came back and got us as well. But thank you all for sticking with us. We certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us even through these technical difficulties. We will not be here next week. I am going with my darling wife, Katie, and our best friend, Rayanne, to Gen Con for the very first time. If you're about to ask if you can meet me at Gen Con, no, you cannot, because there's no way we would find each other. But I appreciate the thought. I hope that everybody has an excellent night. And for Gilbert Got a Game, I am Nick, aka Pavel the Barbarian Bard, saying thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you soon.